Let them on, let it go. Charge the other people. That's all you gotta do. Really, that's all you gotta do.
What do they do?
They'll kick them off.
But what do they do that gets them in trouble?
Talking out of place, cussing the bus driver out. Like, bro, just ask for a courtesy ride, push on. That's all you gotta do. I've asked for a courtesy ride when I could not break a 20. Can I just ride the bus until we get to 7-Eleven or something? They'll let you ride on. As long as you give them respect, they'll give you respect and they'll let you ride on. That's all you gotta do. But let you sit in traffic in an Uber ride. Ain't that some bullshit? You sitting up in the car trying to talk to the person next to you, driving you, trying to have a decent conversation. They just... Really? I'm trying to have a conversation. I'm trying to not have this long, boring car ride. But you ain't giving me nothing. Oh boy, but there are the drivers that will talk. Okay. And then talk your ear off. Like, I didn't ask all that. I just asked how your day was. That's all I asked you was, how was your day? All of a sudden, your husband cheating on you. What? How do we jump from traffic to your husband cheating on you? That's some believable stuff right there. That's all I can say. Unfortunately. And how people just do whatever they want to do. Especially on the road. What? I wish nobody invented cutting people off. Like, what is wrong with you? You really trying to start a traffic jam, car accident?
Right.
Look, most of us got panic attacks and things like that. Stop it. That's all you gotta do. Stop it. Drive correctly, please. And if you're driving next to the truck, please don't get too close. Also, why do they build trucks? Like, why do you want to drive something that big?
Yeah.
You have no reason to drive nothing that big. Understandable. It's lumber. It's things that we need. It's food. But the dang truck shouldn't be that big. What the heck a truck need 20 wheels for? 30 wheels for? Nah. Cut the wheels down, make it a regular truck, please. Oh, Lord. Oh, don't let the police be on no freeway. Talk about holding up traffic for no reason. No reason at all. Do what you gotta do, push on, please. I'm trying to get somewhere. But in the end, we still gonna get to our own destination at the end of the day.
Okay.
And it's all I can say is God bless and get to your destination safely.
Oh, wow.
My name is J-Lo.
What's your Instagram? Let the world know.
Yeah.
It is actually Queen Liba 42.
Queen Liba?
Yeah.
Right. Spell that.
QUENLIBA 42.
Wow, there you go. All right, good for you, first time up. Check her out. Check her out. Good job. I know you want to kill me. I know, sweetie. I know, I promised. But you know what? I knew you when you were still a teenager, so come on now. You're getting up there. There's people here that have just worked here and done so much for us, and I'm going to bring this guy up next because he's sitting here making you look good. Let's get up for the comedy of Ryan Benson. Let me hear you.
All right.
Yeah. Whoa. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
I'm not trying to stay up here for too long. I don't want to waste your guys' time tonight because, we got places to be, people to fuck. I don't know. I've had a pretty interesting day yesterday. I don't want to talk about that. I got booked for this random gig. It was for like acting stuff on Backstage, you know, trying to make that dream. Everyone in LA, if you're out here, you're probably trying to be an actor. It's, you know, it's all part of it, but who's going to make it? That's the real question. And it looks like it's getting in my favor now because, you know, I am a token character. I'm the token redhead. It's very important in most things. There's always a redhead, just one. Always one. Can't be more. You know, it's like you can't, like being a redhead, it's like, it's not like a racist thing. You can't, like, people can make fun of you, so you can't really say anything against it. So that's really a struggle for me being a redhead, but it's finally started to pay off on acting stuff. Since, you know, you just put your stuff out on Backstage, people will reach out to you and stuff. And that's what they did. I got reached out to be, this was like a couple days ago when I was here during the other Open Mic Wednesday. They were like, yeah, we need a zombie. I'm like, I can do that. I can be a zombie. So they were like, yeah, just random booking for, get a couple $100, pretty nice. Just like, but it was the next day, like in the morning. I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm like, I don't know. They're just asking for stuff. So I'm just giving them my info, you know, giving my license to them. I don't know. I'm just giving everything to them because I don't care. It sounds cool. Zombie. I don't know. And then it turns out I look into I get the call sheet. It says CH Media. That's College Humor. If you don't know, they've been around for a good amount of the YouTube since like 2006. It feels like. I mean, I was 5 then, so it was like around before I even knew what, like, I don't know, before I was like even able to know what a penis was. I don't know, but it was like, it was pretty cool. I was like, wait a second. I was pretty excited. I was like, wait, am I actually gonna do something for like a production that is like something that I kind of grew up watching? I don't really like College Humor that much anymore. It's not my thing. So it's like I grew up. They did a lot of sketches. I don't know. They kind of started as first they had their own website back in the day and were like posting stuff different, like funny, weird. It's about college. It's just about college. And then they eventually went YouTube. They were just doing sketches and stuff that kind of related to college, and it was mostly just kind of everyone of every age. So I came in probably around like 10 or 11, really young, and that was what I was consuming as my content. It was just like rated R. You would assume like for that, but it kind of made me who I am. But as all things do, College Humors, they've been around for a while. Things change, and like, you know, there's TikTok now. Everyone's attention spans nothing anymore. So we want 15-second intervals, even for for jokes. We don't want everything, like, we don't want to be there for too long. We got shit to do. We got to scroll to the next thing, see what's up. But yeah, they're struggling. I believe a couple of years ago, they laid off like 100 workers just because they made like a bad decision. Because like their holdings, there's like a Swiss company that is holding, that still has like half the rights to them in an American-based company in LA. Because once like YouTube and stuff, these things that we're creating, you don't realize that once it gets big enough, there's a whole company controlling it because it is just like a TV production. It's just not the same. It's just a whole different media, the new media part. So this is what I'm now getting involved in. It's pretty nice. So once I arrived there, it was like we were a secret. They didn't want anyone to know. I don't know if any of you guys, like, they rebranded, so now they have their own subscription platform now called like Dropout. So they're really trying they're really trying now. So they're like they have a game show. It's called Game Changer. That's what this was about. Like every episode, the game changes. Some weird, stupid shit they do to keep it entertaining for, you know, those young kiddos out there that really need something that's flashy and stuff that isn't too hard on their brain to think. So it was really nice because I didn't have to do much. I was just told, yeah, we're going to make you a zombie. We're hiding you from all the main people on the stage, and I'm supposed to be his doppelganger. So I was like, okay, I look kind of like a Brennan, is his name. Forgot, like Lee or something is his last name. But people know him as like D&D Daddy because he plays like Dungeons and Dragons, like on YouTube. So, you know, it's like, I don't really I don't play it. It's not something like I advertise. Like you would want to advertise that. Like I would play D&D. Doesn't get you everywhere in life, but I mean, it's a cool thing, and he's making money off of it, so give respect. But like when I was talking to him after, I was like, hey, you know, I was like, this is cool. I like this. I'm not going to be like, I'm not a big fan, so I don't really like, it's like, it's not my thing. So it's like, I was like trying to talk to him in a way that was like, go around the fact that I didn't like it, but I enjoyed being a part of it. It's like, it's not, I don't know, it's like you want a job that you like, but you don't want your whole job to be your life. So it's like, I don't want to consume the same, like if you're a porn star, you probably don't watch your porn. I would assume it's not like your job, you don't watch porn in general, I would assume. Maybe you do. It's like, it's more like when you can make your own porn. Like, it's so much of it. You want a separate thing. So it's like, this looks like a stupid fun thing I would see my life doing, but I didn't do much besides being an hour of taking to put zombie makeup on for me yesterday. So it was pretty intense, just like neck thing. There's tons of prosthetics and a ton of makeup, and I was probably on camera for like 2 minutes. So it was pretty nice. I mean, but I didn't know what I was doing. They were like, okay, like, because it was a secret, so they just were doing random shit. So I just kind of like did that. Was a zombie, had fake blood all over me, just getting everywhere. So that was my life. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. That was kind of it. But that's it. Didn't really want to do jokes today, but hey, thank you.
Wow. So you really did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going places, baby.
And how long did it take for makeup?
An hour? Like an hour and a half.
That's short
It had
for a
to
zombie.
No,
Yeah.
it
There's
had
my
to be a lot
hands.
of makeup. It had to be so much.
Prosthetics, yeah.
Oh
that
my
short?
God.
No.
No,
They barely put makeup on for like the Walking Dead people. Like,
Wow.
Like, you're a background extra.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
just
we're
put,
not
like,
gonna
they
see.
color you and then.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah, I'll just think some stuff to say about it. I don't have any jokes for it yet.
Dude, the story period. Because, you think about stuff like that. Ever, Like, look, I met somebody. He wasn't wearing makeup. That's what he looks like. He's one of those real... Isn't that crazy? I thought he was made to look like that. It's like the ugly guy in Oz. I have pictures with him somewhere. But
Which one?
the Spanish one. Morales.
Oh.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was on Oz. I thought it could be somebody I know, but maybe I was as high as Dr. Nitrous. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. You ready? You ready? Let's do this. And what do you want me to introduce you as?
Nitrous MD.
All right.
All right.
One and only Nitrous MD. Let him hear you.
All right.
I haven't had COVID yet, so I'm kind of still paranoid. Thanks for the host, the comics, the producer, the fans, and all that for your time. Anyway, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of heavy shit going on out there. A lot of heavy, weighty shit that needs to be addressed, like Hawaiian fucking pizza. Do you put ham and pineapple on your pizza?
No, I wouldn't put ham, but pineapple
And-
puts a different twist on it. It gives it a different flavor. I can tell you that.
I hate Hawaiian fucking pizza. Okay? Do you dip your pizza in ranch?
Yes. Yes.
Oh God, there's nothing there's nothing that reeks more of a classless society than those that dip their pizza in ranch fucking dressing. Okay? Do you say the term "my bad"? Never mind, we'll never finish my set. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a foodie and a purist. I hate the term "my bad," and I'm an anesthesiologist.
All right.
And if you don't know what an anesthesiologist is, you can Google it. And if you can't spell, then that's too bad. My name's Dr. Harry. My stage name is Nitrous MD. And for those of you that don't know what an anesthesiologist is, I just told you, Google it. But anyway, we have a saying in anesthesia, we don't get paid for putting you to sleep, we get paid for waking you up.
Right.
Sir, can you believe somebody this angry is actually responsible for the lives of others, more respectively for waking them up? And don't tell me that you dip your pizza in ranch, because I'll keep you asleep for a lot longer. Okay? Yes, I will. And the guy that was here earlier that left, I think he was the guy that came up to me earlier. He asked me to write him a script for a nitrous tank, blue cylinder. No, I'm not going to do that. And he was following me into the bathroom. That's not a good thing. I told him, we don't do things like that around here. Just stop doing that. You're sending me mixed signals. Anyway. A lot of anesthesiologists get a bad rap these days. They're either hopped up on something or like the guy up in Sacramento many years ago. He got 20 years for sticking his cock in 250 of his female patients' mouths. It's a true story. It is a true story.
Jeez.
I'm not that bad,
No.
but I do fuck my patients. It's when I send them their bill. Okay? When I initially picked anesthesia, I thought, wow, it'd be really something cool to do, be helping people and really struggling when they're having struggling times in their lives, like people that need open heart surgery, brain surgery, women for epidurals and C-sections when they have vaginal deliveries. But that's not what I find myself doing with most of my time these days. Let me give you a typical week that I've been through and what I've typically been doing for a long time now. Last Monday, I had to put somebody to sleep who hiked a mini football up his ass. Even in the off season, it's Monday Night Football. Okay? Tuesday, a guy fell on a light bulb in the shower. It said that in the chart. I fell on a light bulb in the shower, and I had to put him to sleep to extract the light bulb out of his ass. Wednesday, gerbils are making a comeback. Okay? And on Thursday, somebody had a Snapple bottle in their butt. We had to put him to sleep to pull it out. And you know what the cap said when we pulled it out on the cap? It said, "To thine own self be true." And on Friday, it was ladies' night. It was a small 00 Asian girl. Okay? She stuck in her coochie, her purse, a rabbit's foot, and a Barbie doll. Okay? It's true, yeah. The surgeons did a great job pulling everything out. And when she was waking up and coming through, she queefed. And out of her vagina drove Ken in the Barbie Corvette. That's quite a Gucci coochie, isn't it? When I initially wanted to go into medicine back in the day, I was in Philadelphia as a pre-med student. And I had a job in the entertainment industry. And I had access and backstage passes to lots of concerts. And my boss actually set me up with a job at Warner Brothers here in LA. And I was at a crossroads in my life. I didn't know really what I wanted to do. And my Jewish parents, of course, wanted me to go to med school. I had my doubts. So I was backstage at a concert many years ago, and I had the opportunity to meet the king of pop, Michael Jackson. True story. Okay? And I asked Michael, I said, should I go into the entertainment industry, move to LA, or should I go to medical school? And Michael fucking Jackson, the king of pop, told me to go to medical school. So I ended up going to medical school and ultimately going into anesthesia. I don't know if Michael Jackson knew back then that all you guys out there would be shoving all those things up your asses many decades later. Or maybe he didn't. God, he's the king of pop. He may have had that foresight. But I can't fucking stand him anymore. Anyway, I have these recurring dreams and nightmares for decades now. I run into Michael Jackson, and I talk to him, and I tell him how he gave me all that bad advice to go to medical school. Okay? And he sits there and he nods, and he says, you know, he takes the story in, and then he says, "My bad." So after that, I take a light bulb out of my pocket, dipped in ranch dressing, and I shove it up his ass. Okay? And I pull it out and I shove it up again. And he says, "Don't stop till you get enough." So he gets rushed to the hospital. He goes to the emergency room. Guess who's on call for anesthesia at the hospital? Me. So I put him to sleep. They take the light bulb out, and I keep him asleep. I keep him asleep, and I keep him asleep. And I walk out of the room and say, "Just beat it." One last little asshole joke here. I was in my office the other day, and a nurse came in, and she said, "Excuse me, doctor, but is that a rectal thermometer you have behind your ear?" And I pull it out, and I go, "Oh, shit. Some asshole must have stolen my pen." Thank you very much. That's all I have to say.
Where can we find you?
You can find me in any operating room in the United States.
Now I feel safe. That's how you feel. Give it up for the doc. All right, doc. Dr. Nitrous Man. Dr. Nitrous can. And Andre, you're going to show them that you can do it. You can hang out with me and still make it the next day. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Totally. I'm totally here.
Dude,
I'm still here.
Whose grandmother can stay up this late? Come on, give us some time. Give it up for Andre.
All right, thank you. Give it up for your host, Sunda. Come on, we're acting like this is coroner's office. All right, this isn't Dr. MD's office. We're having a good time. All right, this is good. Now let's make it happen. Jesus, Friday. Fuck yeah, right? You guys happy? Nah, clearly not. Shit. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm not gonna be like the rest of these comedians or any of these acts. I'm gonna do something different, alright? I'm gonna not talk about myself, I'm gonna talk about you guys. I want you guys to have a good time. I want you to feel so good that, to have an experience that by the end of this act, you all will be coming in your pants. Yeah, that's right. That's right, it's happening. I'm going, boom, boom, right here. No?
It's not today, dude.
It's not today?
No.
What's that?
Not even a little?
No, it's the fucking, it's next.
Next, me and Ryan, we got a Chippendales audition next week, and so... Fuck, that's right, it's not today. Shit. Oh. Well, anyway, it's good to see you all. I guess we could do jokes instead. No big deal. You know, before we get started, I just want to apologize to Jade. Apologize for that Uber ride I gave you. It's not personal. Granted, we were both drunk. You know, but hopefully you'll give me a better rating than please shut the fuck up, cancel ride. So, anyway, let's get to the jokes, all right? That's what we're here for. During the pandemic, I kind of had a knee injury. I blew out my knee, and it was pretty bad. I couldn't do what I love, which is play sports, or as I call it, chase women. So it was definitely a fun time for me. But yeah, my name is Andre Abrahamians. I'm Armenian, I'm Persian, and I'm Russian, which means I'm hairy, I'm shallow, and I'm a threat to our democracy, apparently. My friends, they call me a racial chameleon because, you know, they'll be like, Andre, when you're trying to pick up a girl at a bar, you say, you act Russian. I'm like, yeah, who doesn't have a yacht here in America, you know? But when you're cutting the bill, you know, all of a sudden you're gay Persian Hitler, and you're like, you got the salmon, you got the steak. You know, Persian people, they always put the S on everything. They'll be like, that's a S piano, that's a S sanitizer, you know. But anyway, they're right, because I don't even realize I do it anymore. I realize that I just go ahead and I like. I change my designation change depends on the situation. So like, I'll be like, are we trying to get through the airport safely, right? No, all three of me can't get through an airport anymore since 9/11. And it's definitely changed because now I realize that like, I just wanted to do it so I could pick up chicks, really. That's what I was doing it for. I thought I was a bad boy, right? Like I was bad. Like MJ, you know, but not that bad. But like, I was, yeah, I thought I was, you know, like, not like that kind of bad, but like, you know, I'm not wearing silk bad, but like Putin bad, you know? But either way, I still want to screw you and your country. So like, it's just like been something, wow, that joke only works on Wednesdays. Gotcha, all right. So anyway, I'm, yeah, I told you I had that knee injury. That was a problem. But anyway, so I went to Whole Foods today, and I was just getting the essentials, you know, like the oils, lubricant, peanut butter, and just essentials. And then I was those bags are so flimsy, aren't they? The Whole Foods bags, right? So like, I don't even check out with the checkout girl because, like, I don't want to hear about a 19-year-old's problems. No offense, you know? I asked them, how's it going? And they're like, oh, my God, can you believe I had to pay for a latte that was $6? And I'm like, oh, my God, I know what you're talking about. My Hummer is $350 to fill that shit up, you know what I mean? Like, so many problems. Anyway, so that's why I always do self-checkout. So I self-checkout, I got my groceries, I go back, I live on the second story of an apartment, and I see Helga, this old Russian sleeper agent, and her dog, this Pomeranian, Jojo Trotsky. So I go up the stairs, and I'm carrying 4 bags. Seriously, this is because, right? You guys don't like who likes doing 2 trips? right? Nobody. Fuck that, right? So I take those. I got 4 bags, and I'm going up there, and I realize I still need to reach in my pants to get the key, you know? So I reach in my pants, and of course, like, one of the bags slips through my massive bicep and, like, goes all the way down, and it fucking knocks Jojo Trotsky out. And what am I supposed to do? There's witnesses. I can't just leave, right? You just go back in your apartment, close the door like it never happened. I don't need to participate. So I go down there. I'm like, oh, shit. Helga, hey. Anyway, she's like screaming. So I get down and I don't know what to do. So I just start doing like CPR on a dog. And it's weird. And anyway, all my neighbors start coming out and they start looking at me and they're like, what are you doing? And I say, they didn't double bag at Whole Foods, you know what I mean? It's not my fault, right? Anyway, so now I live in WeHo. I don't live in Century City anymore. But, you know, I love WeHo, right? You guys like WeHo?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Of course. I love WeHo. It's great. I never found a place that defines my MO like WeHo. You know what I mean? Because we the ho, right? And that's for real, right? Like, everyone acts like they're holier than thou, but I'm not. When I say we, you guys say ho, okay? We,
Ho.
we.
Ho.
All right, it's enough slut shaming, guys. It's not that cool. But, yeah, it's been really interesting making that move. My best friend is an attorney, and he's my attorney, which is weird. Because he thinks I drink too much, and that's just odd because he got disbarred for murder. So like, yeah, joke's on him. But you know what I started thinking? I thought about America's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, right? Like, you know Rudy Giuliani, right? Jade, no?
That might be a little before my time.
Okay, I'll real quick. He was America's mayor during 9/11. He was the mayor of New York, and like everyone was like, "Oh my God, what a guy!" And like now he's Trump's lawyer, and that's just complicated. You know what I mean? That's all I have to say. But like seriously, it's funny because he is like, he's like how long does the 9/11 pass go for? You know what I mean? Like it's been 24 years since 9/11. Are we just gonna be like, you know what? He's making up shit. He's, you know, he's saying that the pill, like there's the chip in the vaccine, like, hey, but he was here for 9/11, right? Yeah, we're working out new material, as you can see. So what else we got? It's. I don't know if you know this, maybe Dr. Douchebag knows this, but an attorney and a lawyer are different. Do you guys know that? You do? Oh, I guess that's that. An attorney is what you do when you pass the bar. After you graduate law school, you're a lawyer. Okay? So, like, to become an attorney, you have to pass the bar in the state that you're trying to practice, and then you join the the state bar association of that place, right? So, and then you join the American Bar Association, the ABA. But personally, I prefer the GBA, the Game Boy Advance. Where are my homies at? You know what I'm talking about, right? Good times, boys. All right. They tell you that you should. I got some good advice. You should never act on your feelings that you have, like every feeling, right? Because if you act on one of those feelings, you don't know how it's gonna go, right? Like, you gotta be smart about how you act on those feelings. So like your coworker, you have an attractive coworker, right? Or you have an attractive therapist, right? Or an attractive parole officer. Either way, it's inappropriate to act on those feelings. That's what my attractive friends tell me, at least. Doesn't work. Okay. You know, I compare abortions to killing spiders, right? Because, like, yeah, some people are going to be mad you killed a spider in your apartment, but you're going to go to sleep knowing easy that they're dead, right? Man, it's like a Ukrainian strip club in here. It's like we're all here because we got to be here, but, like, shit, life is hard. All right. I'll end on this. Being single is tough because when you die, no one will remember your birthday anyway. So, anyway, you guys have been awful. Thank you so much for at least putting up and hearing these jokes. Give it up for your host, Sunda. Let's act like we're alive, like we still are, all right? And all of us are in an N95. So let's live a little, okay? Let's go, Sunda.
Come on, bring him up for me.
Cool. I'm gonna bring up a friend of mine.
I'm not going up tonight.
Come on, buddy. Hey, you made it out here. You put on. You wore shorts.
Y'all want to listen to me for 5 minutes? I have no jokes.
Yes.
Come on, get up.
I have no
Tell us this day.
We know.
You got a good story. You got some good stories,
I'll
though.
just talk.
Talk
Okay.
about
Okay.
the.
All right, give a warm hand of applause for my buddy, Stu.
Dude.
Who's back?
Who's back?
Who's back?
Snooze back.
I really don't have a set. I have no jokes. Did you go already?
I didn't go. I don't have a set
Damn it.
either.
She put me on the
A
spot.
set. What is a set?
No
Right.
material.
Come on, Stu.
That's nothing.
I'll be honest. At this point, when I see guys in N95s, I think I'm in like an active shooter situation. So I get really nervous. I legitimately do. I was like, this guy's a little weird. And then you took it off, and you're very funny. Very funny. Man, what do I even say? I'm back.
All right.
I got fired from my job, and it put me in a bad headspace. And then I came here and riffed, and I like went nowhere with my story, kind of like I'm doing now, except worse. And then I was like, I'm gonna take it easy for a little while. I just noticed you have curved monitors. Jesus, those are pretty sweet. So I'm back. Nitrous MD. Did we roll into your name like almost perfectly? What happened with that? Well, you were talking about nitrous, and then he was like, "Oh, nitrous MD," and I was like, "That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire." But then it was like factual. You had a whole set about nitrous, and I was like, "Oh,
Nitrous is pretty.
he's the nitrous doctor."
Yeah.
I have a story about that. I got dude.
How big was the gerbil?
Dude, tiny. I got a hernia a while back. I got a hernia. I had to get it fixed, and my buddy brought me, and it was in Pasadena. It was my first time going under, and the hernia is like, it's up in it's here, right? So I meet the anesthesiologist, and it's like this girl, and she's pretty attractive. She's around my age, and if I'm being honest, I'm a grower, right? You know what I mean? I'm like a 5'8" white dude, Catholic from Louisiana. I'm a grower. And it was freezing in that fucking room. And when they put me out, all I could think of was like, all these people in this office are about to start looking at my dick. It's because, and it was true. And when I woke up, I was like on fucking whatever they give you. I think it's like ketamine or something like that. But I don't get high. I don't use drugs or anything like that. It was kind of like a free pass. But I remember being like stoned out of my gourd, being like, dude, all these people just like saw my dick. And just being like so embarrassed, but like way too stoned to give a fuck. So I'll end on this. I'll do like 5 minutes, but you were talking about Michael Jackson, and it brought up a story for me. One of my buddies, Adam Agajanian, his cousin was like a child actor, and he got to go to what is it called? What is Michael Jackson land? Neverland. And apparently that was kind of like a thing,
Yeah, pretty good.
Well, I know the famous parts about it, but apparently like it's common. Like people around here, entertainment, they like went there. It's like a lot of people went there. Adam went there when he was a kid. Adam's my age now, he's 30. But Adam told me, we were talking one day, we were going to get lunch, and he told me, he's like, yeah, I've been to Neverland Ranch. And I'm like, you've been to Neverland Ranch? Like, mind blown, right? Because it's Michael Jackson. And he proceeds to tell me, what they did. And they're like, we had this big dinner, and then, Michael has like this giant arcade. And he was telling me, he's running around the arcade, like Adam's like Mexican, he's like, a little Mexican kid running around Michael Jackson's arcade. And he said, and he's like, this is a true story, Adam's a straight shooter. He's like, Michael stopped me at some point, I was running, up the halls of this arcade, and he stopped me at some point, and he was like, "Hey Adam, your fly is down." True story. It's a true story. Michael Jackson told Adam Agajanian that his fly was down, and it was a little traumatic for him because he was like, I'm thank God nothing happened, and I looked at him and I was like, Adam, you're ugly as shit. Like, Michael Jackson didn't want to fuck you. It's kind of an insult. But, so that's all I got. Thank you guys for listening to me. Thanks for letting me get up here.
Hey,
That's good.
where can we find you, man?
You just find me here right now. That's the only place I want to be found right now.
Hey, but it's a good place, right?
It's a great place.
I haven't
It's a
seen
great
you in
place.
so long.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, good. You gotta be back. You gotta stay back, and we're okay.
Working a stable job with the Jewish communities.
There you go.
We're good to go now.
That'll drive you fucking crazy.
Oh, God.
Excuse me, did I say that? Do you wear yarmulke every day?
You know what? My boss has one at his desk. I really want to throw it on one day.
Yeah, over
That'd be
here or
hilarious.
here.
Whatever.
Wherever.
I could do like a whole photo shoot, but I'll stay and do.
That would be
You have,
nice.
a, you have a menorah in the back there.
Of course, because I'm a Jew, but not a falasha.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. You say Shabbat, and I say Shalom.
Is it kosher?
Shabbat shalom. Don't know how you do it, but tell the Persians, hang up that phone, hang up that phone. How do you say that in Farsi?
I don't speak Farsi that well, but in Armenian, hang up the phone.
Cuelga. Yeah, in Spanish. How do you say it?
Hunchball Stru.
Hunchka shrew.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Turn it off.
See what I'm saying? Hunchka shrew. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yo, brother, man, Hunchka shrew. That's what I'm saying. See, the Persian community is very, very different for me because I'm from New Jersey and they give their kids names that aren't normal kids' names where I come from. Like, I would hear Jacob, that's you, Jacob. That's your name, right? And then you hear Tiffany, that's Tiffany. And then you hear Niga, and then I'm ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? I take off the shoes, I take off the earrings, and that means something else. I forgot, what's it mean again? Niga? Nega.
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 You in Chinese.
How is it?
That's right.
In Farsi, it means
Ni means you, and then
like
good.
the light or something.
It's like hello.
Oh, Ani ohevet atwa. You're going to love me. But not more than you're going to love this next comedian coming on. Give us a few minutes of love for the comedy of Jacob.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Come on, Jacob.
Another zero material set.
Zero material, see? That's a beautiful name for a show. Zero material. All right, good for Jacob.
All right. Bear with me. Wasn't prepared to go up. Yeah, I appreciate the mask. I know you've been getting a lot of that entire night. It's kind of weird how we transition from it's weird when you're not wearing a mask and
Right?
everyone stands out, and then now it's everyone who wears a mask gets called out. Yeah, good to be here. I am hella rusty.
Good.
You know what? The first time I did comedy ever, stand up, was the day I got fired as well. So
Oh, wow.
we're a similar height. You actually have an inch on me. So fuck you. At 5'7", an inch matters. Shit hurts. Yeah. What do I got? Should I just try some old jokes?
Yeah. Or new.
I got nothing. I got no material. You know what? I actually just got back from serving my country.
All right.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it was tough, but that's jury duty for you. You know, you gotta give it all you got. It is hella boring and painful.
Oh.
Yeah, when you go do jury duty, there's like several types of trials. Some are like super boring, easy to get through. And some are super intense, super dark and shit. And so the one I had was like, excuse me, I thought I was gonna sneeze. The one I had was like super easy. So, just boring. So that was nice. What else do I got?
Any girls in the jury box?
No girls. It was just all bad selection. So it's just bad all the way through. I was like that kind of jury that was like intense. It was like a murder trial. I was like, just guilty. Come on. I guess I got kind of an ego. I'm a guy in LA, you know. I drive a super expensive car. I paid a lot of money for. It's a Honda Civic. I paid it off for, or the car is worth $12,000, but the interest rate is at like 25%. So if you do the math, that's more than a Tesla. And I tell that to every girl I talk to. Hella expensive. Trying to quit smoking weed. Any weed smokers here? Yeah? Dabble. I've been smoking weed for the past like 8 months, and no, I've been smoking weed for the past 12 years. Sorry, and that shit is it's tough. Trying to quit, just it's too good. Wow, this is rough. Do I have anything else I want to try?
What do you miss about it?
About weed?
Yeah.
It just makes you forget everything else. I have a very boring job. I have a 9 to 5. I don't know if that's common here. Yeah. Everyone's trying to.
You got a 9 to 5, dude.
You got a 9 to 5?
Everybody. 9 to 5.
You're
Okay.
working or not working.
Right.
Okay, that's good. Because I hear like audition talk and all that, and like,
Just me.
I'm just you? Zombie? Yeah.
It's college. It's in the height of his life right
Yeah.
now.
That's all the worry.
Yeah, you're a youngin'.
It's downhill for the rest of
No, just wait till I become a porn star.
You know, I'll just leave it there. That's all I got.
All right, Jacob.
Where can we find you on social media?
You could
Yeah, what is it?
find me on my pager number at 213. I don't really have Instagram. I'll.
You want your quote to be for the boomerang. What do you want me to say for you?
My name is Jacob Haile, and find me in a couple years when I try this shit again.
We'll see you sooner than that, man.
Yeah.
You should actually get a pager. That would be fucking hilarious.
That
if
would
I
be
did.
hilarious.
Can you even use them anymore?
And I have one.
Probably.
And that's been the night, that's been the evening. I am so exhausted. Can you believe that I finally it's catching up to me. I'm so tired.
I had to take a nap.
What'd y'all do? Y'all went out last night?
No.
Open mics?
Going clubbing.
No, it was red carpet. And it was really weird. And I was in these heels. And listen, I have to send him to get the heels. He's picking me up at 4:30, and I'm like, dude, I can't get my hair right, okay? So, you know what I mean? Like, it's a black thing. You can't understand, but... Right, and I'm like, it's not going to be 4:45, and he's a time-crazy person, I know it. And I realized I don't have the heels with me, and I don't want to ask him to do this, but I'm like, listen, you've had girlfriends, you have a sister, please bring my heels, okay, from here, so we can go there and stand, and we see these wonderful people. They were all wonderful people, and so I hope you will join us at the new restaurant called the Persian Gulf. Okay, because that's where I belong. And thank you guys. Thank you so much, Ryan. And make sure you pay Ryan, everybody. Honest to God, you want to pay.
Pay me. Follow us on Instagram too at LA School of Comedy. You'll see more stuff about what we do in the future there.
Yeah.
Right on.
You gotta get your